Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Rosenberg. Today, from the UFC, from Budweiser's team in the UFC as well, by the way. Yair Rodriguez. Hold on, let me get my Mexican accent. Juanito, you're going to help me in a second. Yair Rodriguez.
That was perfect.
How was that?
Perfect.
Really?
Yeah.
Juanito, do you want to try? Because we know that you struggle, DJ Juanito. DJ Juanito is Mexican.
Really?
And, however, his knowledge of Mexico is terrible.
No, it's great.
Really?
And step in,
Tell me.
Juanito.
Oh, it's great.
Tell me.
It's just my pronunciation. I feel bad because, like,
Well, pronounce his name. Just pronounce your Mexican brother.
Yair Rodriguez.
How was it? Whose is better?
You.
Wow.
Oh, because he's white? That's what it is?
No, because I pronounced it well. Now, real quick, Yair, where in Mexico are you from?
I'm from Parral, Chihuahua. Is my
Parral,
hometown.
Chihuahua.
Parral, Chihuahua.
Juanito, do you want to try it saying where
try
he's
it.
from?
Say it again.
Parral, Chihuahua.
Oh, yeah, that's too. That's
Parral,
north.
Chihuahua.
That's north, right? North.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's like north of Guadalajara.
North of what?
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
It's South Texas, like South.
Yeah.
My
Close
state
to
is in the middle.
Got it. So near Texas.
Near Texas, yes.
That far north.
Mm-hmm.
So Yair, first of all, you're hanging out tomorrow night with Laura Stiles, our very own Laura Stiles. You'll be very happy when you meet her. She's a lovely young woman. You guys will be hosting our event that is being put on by UFC and Budweiser for International Fight Week. It's going to be a great time. The viewing party for UFC 213. Now, back a couple of months ago, you had a very tough fight at 211 against Frankie Edgar. How tough was Frankie?
He's really tough. You know, he was as tough as I thought. That's why I want to grab that fight. You know, I'm here to fight the best fighters in the world. And I knew I couldn't fight for a championship at that point, but I was looking for it, you know. So it was like, all right, what fight makes sense for me, you know. Anyways, Ricardo Lamas is tough. Jeremy Stevens is tough. Cub Swanson is tough. And Ricardo Lamas and Cub Swanson are my friends. So what it was making more sense for me at that time, it was Frankie Edgar, you know, because of the rank and because of his experience. Now that I feel and I see all the experience, I think I will come back stronger.
How different was BJ Penn from Frankie?
Well, it is a lot of difference. You know, I think because even the size, you know, Frankie Edgar is smaller and he's really, really fast, you know, to go for those takedowns. And BJ Penn, he was a little bit slower than Frankie, you know, but he's still strong. I can feel it whenever he was in the cage pushing me, and whenever he hit me a couple of times, I feel his power. So he still got it, like I said last time.
And so where do you go now? And how long does it take you after a loss? Mentally, how pissed off are you? Like right after the fight?
I was pissed off. Yeah, it was really, really.
How long
pissed
does
off.
that last? How long does that haze last?
I think for life. You know that it doesn't go away. I'm not mad, you know, because I lost the fight. I'm just disappointed of myself because I know I put all the effort on this fight, you know, and I concentrate all my energy on the fight. But I think it's some stuff that I have to get fixed, you know, and that's why I'm taking my time, if you ask me. I'm taking my time right now, fixing some stuff outside of fighting with my family and some stuff that I have to take care of in Mexico. And after that, I'll try to fight again this year.
So, but you don't have a set date yet?
Not yet.
What are you most looking forward to tomorrow night at 213?
Well, I think it's gonna be a great card. You know, actually, one of my friends is fighting there. Anthony Pettis is my friend. Verdum, and I think it's gonna be great. Actually, Muhammad, I trained with him a couple of times in Chicago. He trains with us up in BFS, and I think it's gonna be a great card. You know, it's gonna be interesting to see the championship fight against Shevchenko against Nunez. I think it's a rematch. I think it's gonna be great to see what's happening there.
How interested are you in McGregor Mayweather?
Well, everybody's talking about it, so I know some basic stuff about the fight. What I know is they closed the deal, and well, if you ask me who I think is gonna win, I think McGregor is gonna win. You know, I think it's gonna be better for our sport if McGregor wins. Actually, now that he's there that point in his career, I wish him all the best. Like just go and achieve all your goals and dreams. That's great.
But you think he's going to get his ass handed to him?
I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna.
You think he's going to?
Huh?
You think he's going to win?
Yeah.
Who?
McGregor.
Is going to win the fight?
Yes, I think
Wow.
so.
And do you find that there are people in your world who also think he's going to win? Because I do think that there is. Okay, I don't think Conor's going to win, but I do think there's a lot of pro-boxing bias in the mainstream media which is understandable because, a lot of us, of course, we grew up on boxing and we love boxing and we kind of wish it was having its glory day the way MMA is having right now. So I do think there's a lot of bias by boxing people who don't give Conor any chance at all. I give Conor a slight chance. I just think Floyd is too quick for anyone, and that's not about being a UFC fighter versus being a boxer. It's just about Floyd being Floyd. But why do you think Conor can win?
Well, one of the things is because of the age. Mayweather is older than McGregor for
15 years older.
Yeah, 15 years older, and McGregor is in his point. He's and he used to be a boxer before he started fighting MMA too, and they both are quick and left-handed. So it's gonna be a 12 round fight, right? So all what it takes is McGregor punching that left hand.
Do you think that how good is McGregor's chin?
McGregor, I think he's pretty good. I saw him get hit.
Diaz beat the hell out of his face. He did not go down. He never seemed particularly woozy.
Yeah.
He seems like a guy who can who has legs for sure.
And Mayweather, he just had one KO in his career, I think.
He doesn't knock people out very often.
Yeah. He's just fast. He moves a lot. He point people. Move a lot, and he doesn't get hit. He's good on that stuff. But I think McGregor can grab him.
Mexico has such a great history with boxing. Was there pressure on you, or did you think when you were young boxing would be what made more sense for you?
Well, I actually started practicing boxing before I started practicing MMA, and it was more of everything. I was trying to get into the Olympics in the Taekwondo whenever I was a kid, and whenever I left Taekwondo, I started in another Olympic sport like judo. So I was always thinking of on Olympics because I didn't know about the UFC back then, about MMA or whatever. And I just kind of follow whatever, it takes me. Whenever I start practicing boxing, the same. So whatever life take me, I was just ready to go on that,
Now, tomorrow night, you're going to be hanging out watching 213. When you watch UFC events that you're not a part of, how dialed in are you? Is it something that you're very, very interested in? Or if you're not a part of it, are you just sort of a casual observer?
I have to be a casual observer, I don't want to get involved too much, because I have friends in the fighting side stuff, and sometimes a friend has to fight against a friend or that kind of stuff. So I just try to keep my distance and just enjoy the sport as it is.
Have you ever met anyone of Mexican descent who pronounces Mexico instead of Mexico? They pronounce it Mexico, like Metsico?
No. Why?
No.
Who does it?
I don't want to say it, but
Liar.
DJ Juanito also pronounces when he says he's Mexican, he says I'm Mexican. I'm Mexican, and I never heard that before.
Liar.
So this is all very true. So just in closing here, Yair, if you want to go hang out, we would give away tickets to this awesome Budweiser UFC viewing party tomorrow night with Laura Stiles and Yair hosting it. You would have. I know you just met him, and you don't want to disrespect your brother, but would you say that Juanito is a fraud when it comes to Mexico?
Yes, I can say he's a fraud.
Wow, this is very.
I like you,
hurtful.
bro, but it does.
No, well, jump in,
Let's
Juanito.
give him a chance to
In
defend
fairness,
himself.
my dad always says you're not real Mexican because I wasn't born.
What, you're not real Mexican or
Yeah.
Mexican?
No, because I'm not born in the country. I'm
Right.
born in the United States. So I was like, all right, I'm Mexican American.
Right, Mexican. And because you're in New York and you like the New York, and your family maybe like the New York Mets, it makes sense to be Mexican instead of Mexican.
No, I don't like the Mets.
You like the Yankees. That's
Yeah.
what makes it even less sense.
What? Get out of here.
Juanito, who are some of your all-time favorite historic Mexican people?
Zapata. Well, of course, Pancho Villa.
Pancho Villa.
He was on my dad. He was in my dad's restaurant.
Who was he? I'd like you to tell Yair a little bit about him.
Well, he knows. Why should I tell him?
Because I want to see what you know.
That's rhetorical. It's like telling you how to be Jewish. It's not.
No, it's not for him though. It's more that he's going to be judging how much you know about him.
No, we're not doing that today. We're not doing this today.
So anyone else that you?
I hope he enjoys tomorrow's party. I'm DJing tomorrow.
Oh, you guys are gonna hang out tomorrow. So you guys are coming
we'll
friends.
Hang out. We'll drink some beers, wherever it is.
You're gonna have some Budweisers. Now listen.
Budweiser.
That's right. Now, Juanito, who's the president of Mexico right now?
Right now.
Yes.
I don't follow politics. I don't. Yeah, I don't care who it is. They're all corrupt. They're all corrupt.
Politicians
all
are corrupt. Okay, all corrupt. And what about Salma Hayek? She doesn't make your all-time big fan.
Hot.
And what
Gorgeous.
about and
you know the girl that plays Angela in Power? She's Mexican.
She's Mexican also. She's from Mexico.
That's my tongue.
I know.
My lisp.
I know it's hard. So just again in closing, real quick, Yair, just before you leave, take the microphone back. Well, Juanito, don't go anywhere. Will you maybe ask Juanito just a very basic question in Espanol, your native language, because you're both from Mexico.
Basic, like basic.
Just not like como estás, but a little something, just something basic.
Okay. ¿Cuál es tu comida favorita?
No. Negro.
Is what he said, did it make sense? Hold on. Yeah, you take the microphone back, please.
He say black.
What was the question?
What's your favorite food?
You said, what's your favorite food? He said black.
I was gonna say Italian, but I couldn't think of anything.
So you just said black.
I couldn't think of anything.
So what were you referring to?
Because I miss fried chicken.
So you're being racist and saying fried chicken. Okay, got it. All right. Yair Rodriguez, DJ Juanito, Laura Stiles, tomorrow night in Brooklyn. Good luck whenever you come back to the Octagon, and thanks for taking some time with us.